Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth Coopersmith with Elizabeth Coopersmith Consulting. And every Monday, I am trying to put up a tech tutorial. And this week, I'm going to show you 3 Gmail tricks. So, um, generally speaking, as you can see, I'm not much of a zero inbox person or a minimalist when it comes to email. Um, I'm not like overly concerned with it because I know I can find whatever it is that I need. So that's not one of the things that I'm generally worried about. And I take that view of if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. So deal with the stuff that you actually worry about. But I have found some ways that I like having my email box. Just when I was in the past year thinking about workflow and how to make things a little bit easier for me, and that's the important thing, making it easier for you to manage your work. Um, I decided that I wanted to do, after reading around, what I wanted to do is organize my inbox so I would see everything that hasn't been taken care of first. So, hasn't been answered that is coming in fresh. So I can actually go from there and see what really needs to be answered, what can just sort of stay unread, which of course leads you to the whole thing of having like thousands of emails. Um, but as I said, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. But if you do mind and you want to try my trick for just seeing everything that hasn't, then when you open up your inbox, seeing everything that hasn't been read first, you can go to settings in Gmail. And then over here, go into inbox. And then choose your inbox type. What you saw before was default. As I said, what I usually do is go to unread first, and then basically uh, settle it into unread and then everything else. But I'll show you what that looks like. Save your changes, and then it goes back to your inbox, and you see these are all the things that I have not read yet. Now, if I was really vigilant on it, I would just go through and go, oh, we'll take off this, take off that, take the other. There's some of these, like Marie Forleo. I am part of her B school, and I actually signed up with it through another account. So for some reason, I think probably because I signed up with something else, I now have her in 2 different places. So at some point, I'm going to take it off. But speaking of unsubscribing, I'll show you another quick trick. Number 2 is how to unsubscribe quickly, because I know that's this whole thing of like you build up all these emails and you can see I've got like a ton of emails um, that I get on a regular basis. And I did a cleaning up a little while ago, but I'll show you one way to, or 2 ways to unsubscribe, which is still tip number 2. This is my favorite one just because it seems like a magic trick. And it brings out the 5-year-old in me. And plus, I can never get over the fact that I didn't get it before. You can go in your search email and you can search for unsubscribe. I did mean unsubscribe. And it brings up all the emails that you can unsubscribe from. Oh, and I have to go back for another thing. So there's that way to do it. You hit unsubscribe, and then basically, if you go into an email, we'll do Total Wine and More because I think that's also a duplicate that I have. There's a little button next to the name that lets you unsubscribe. So this is a relatively quick way of doing it and deciding what it is you want. So you hit unsubscribe. It says, "Are you sure you'd like to stop receiving similar messages?" And you can click unsubscribe again, and then it is gone. Like I said, I have it in the other one, so I'm going to go ahead and unsubscribe from this one. We have moved to spam. Oh, it's sad. I'll just move to spam. So so then we'll just click out of that, and then I forgot to show you the other thing. That's fine. Go into inbox. Okay, so what I was saying is that, so at the top, you've got all of the unread emails, and then everything else. So everything else is basically everything that's already been read, everybody that's already been dealt with, whatever it is that you haven't or that you have looked at. So tip number 1 was starting with the unread and basically manipulating your inbox. Tip number 2 was the unsubscribe deal, which gives me nothing but joy. I don't know what that is. I don't know. For a maximalist, being able to get rid of things quickly or making the decision. And the third thing is, and I mentioned this in one of my tips last week about a hack. If you don't have a CRM, you can send emails later in Gmail. So, but here's a really great thing is that you can send them. I'm going to send something to my friend Tina, who works at In the Cloud Events. And let's say, what do I need to talk to her about? There's a program that we're doing. I'm working with her for Pasadena Tuesdays together. So, let's see. Facebook Live. In February. Tina, I want to talk to you this week about this project. Okay. And then you can go down to, they did a whole thing, Gmail did a whole thing where they had a boomerang which sends later, but then they absorbed it, and so now you can just send emails later. So you click send later, and you say, I want to send it tomorrow afternoon. And you schedule a message. As you saw, you can also send it at a specific time as well. So for right now, it's saying 12:09, but let me show you like another one. I'll send one myself. My Silvertone Events account. Test. Hey, me. This is a test. The funny thing is Tina's going to get that and just be like, what? This is a test. And again, you can send it later. You can decide that you want to send it at a specific time. Like say, I want to send this tomorrow. I want to send it today. Maybe I want to send it today. And click the link being. You say you want to send it today. And you want to send it at like 9 p.m. So you can click that. And I will get that email at 9 p.m. Now, here's the fantastic thing about this. Like I was telling you, or like I said in the tips, and I don't remember exactly what tip it was, but you can see them, the daily tips, in my Insta stories because I've been posting them. I think I've been posting them like daily. So if you just check my Insta stories, you'll see the daily workflow tips. The great thing about this is that you can schedule your emails up to, and I double checked this, 49 years into the future. So this is one of the reasons why it makes such a good CRM hack, because if you saw my email or my video about CRMs, one of the great things is that you can do a workflow where you can send emails at a specific time and you can actually schedule them. But you can also do this in Gmail, and this just has so many implications. If you need to send invoices at a certain time, if you need to send emails at a certain time, if you don't have a CRM right now, even if you're thinking in the future, you can use this for that function, just to automate your emails. So anyway, we'll go ahead and confirm, and then as you saw before, it says scheduling the message. Message will be sent on Monday, January 20th at 9 p.m. And I might do a screenshot later on Instagram and show you that I did actually get that message. So those are the 3 things that you should try with Gmail this week. If you have any questions, if you have any questions, if you would like to talk to me about anything workflow related, including fixing or updating your website, finishing setting up a CRM or some online system that you just haven't gone around to but are paying out of the nose for, if you just want to sit and talk about your client management workflow, just message me, or you can email me at elizabethcoopersmith@gmail.com. And so I will see you guys here on IGTV next Monday. Bye.